Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
Well, that sunny streak that we saw over the weekend and into the start of this week, as you can tell, unfortunately coming to an end. A live look from the Grove Tower cam and cloud coverage is over the top of the Treasure Valley and expected to continue into tonight. 56 the current temperature and a little bit of wind on top of that as that front starts to move in. Here's a live radar of that system making its way into the Treasure Valley. You can see most of it over the top of southeastern Oregon, but already having an impact over the top of Ontario. Parts of Caldwell seeing a little bit of rain on top of that as well. Going into the rest of this evening, this system set to move into our region, bringing in rain to the Treasure Valley area, and honestly the entire Pacific Northwest is dealing with it right now. As you can see, all the way from Northern California up to Washington, seeing plenty of rain, and that is going to be making its way over to us. Most of this system expected to pass on through Thursday night, or Thursday earliest into the morning, and then skies are going to clear up just a little bit going into the rest of Thursday day. So let's take a look at this system just starting to arrive in Idaho. As you can see, the western central mountains already being impacted by snow at some of the higher elevations as those temperatures haven't dipped just yet. Going into Friday, that's when we're going to see that drop in temperatures really start to arrive. But over the next couple of days, precipitation passing on through. This is the earliest parts of Thursday. As you can see, about 5 a.m. We're all across the I-84 corridor into the Oahes. You see snow into the mountain ranges. You see snow on top of that as well. But with those temperatures taking a bit of a dip, there is a chance of some rain snow mixes passing on through our region. Friday, not going to have too much activity, but then going into Saturday, a little bit more is expected to pass on over. I'm expecting between Friday and Saturday, the highest chances of seeing any snow on the valley floors. Now, none of it's going to be accumulating, but those temperatures will dip enough. And on top of that, that precipitation will pass on over, bringing in a little bit of snow to our region. Even more going into Sunday. This is very early on Sunday. Rain on the I-84 corridor, snow into the Oahes, snow into the mountain ranges. McCall and Cascade seeing a fair bit, expecting about 1 to 3 inches over the next 24 hours and even more going into this weekend. We'll take a look at those numbers coming up in just a few moments, and then even more going into Monday. So just expect continuous rain, most of it happening overnight into the earliest parts of the morning time, but a lot of precipitation to pass on through. Just system after system after system coming through our region. And then as you take a look, even more snow expected, a potential of that even dipping down into our region with those cooler temperatures, but I'm expecting mostly rain over the top of our area. And things expected to clear out hopefully into Wednesday, but you take a look on the coastline, even more rain is expected. So a very wet start to spring. Take a look at some of the snowfall numbers. Pretty impressive. Down in Pomerel, 19 inches expected going into Sunday, almost 5 inches up in Idaho City. Cascade and McCall both getting 6 inches, and Stanley at 7 inches. Really impressive to see what we're going to be receiving over this weekend into the mountain ranges. Valley floors not expecting any accumulation, but plenty of rain is on the way. Most of that system is expected to arrive tonight going into Thursday morning. So as you can see, only light chances of rain expected for the Treasure Valley, sitting into those 50s across the board, but overcast is going to be on top of us. So unfortunately, not a lot of sunshine. 40s expected to be the overnight lows, a little bit better than what we have been seeing. 30s in McCall and Cascade, 40s almost everywhere else, just barely breaking 50 up at Riggins, Idaho. Your McCall extended forecast expecting that dip in temperatures. 30s, you're going to fall almost to below freezing, and then a little bit of a bump is expected, and then even more going into the start of next week. And as you can see, plenty of snow is on the way and more precipitation for us. Temperatures into the 40s will rise back up into the 60s going into Sunday, but do expect a wet weekend and a wet start to next week.